You're listening to SportsGrid Late Night with Gabe Morency on SportsGrid Radio, SiriusXM Ch204.
But I do like the game tomorrow. And Clam Chowder. Clam Chowder will be going to a game tomorrow, and so will Mick Aussie. It's our CFL crew stepping up in it. Let's bring in Chowder first. Clam Chowder, what's up, Chowder?
Hey, Gaby, nothing much. I'm not going to the game tomorrow. It was a big blunder today, but that's for another day.
What happened? What happened?
Now, like I said, it's for another day. Let's get to your Birds. Quarterback did pretty good, huh?
Well, you know what? The Montreal Alouettes, Chowder, did you see the last play of the game? I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a touchdown at first. I thought it was a touchdown. But I should have known in hindsight after that Calgary was not going to be 0-3. Right? It didn't matter about the quarterbacks. I just should have known that, you know what? Calgary's not going to lose 3 games in a row. They've never been 0-2. And, were they really going to be 0-3? But, yes, Chowder, the Alouettes go down tonight. But I was going to say, I like the Argos tomorrow plus the points. I'm down here. I'm trying to get the point spread up here. I got the NFL up. I think the Argonauts tomorrow. What are they getting? 5 points? I think it's 5. Let me see. It's down to 3.5 now. It hit 5 too. Man, son of a. I like the Argonauts in this game. I took the Argonauts last week against the Bombers, and I fell short. But I think Winnipeg haven't been on the road yet, going to the East Coast. I'm liking the Argos. It's too bad you're not going to be there. Let's bring Mick in here right now. Mick Aussie.
Hey,
what's
Mickey.
up, Mick?
Hey, how you doing, boys? Well, I'm going against you. I like the Bombers with that defense, and until they lose, I'm going to pick the reigning Grey Cup champions, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, to win and cover the 3.5. I think they're looking really good. But, hey, who knows, mate? So many of the underdogs are winning in the CFL. It's unbelievable the number of underdogs that are winning outright money line.
You're right.
Hey, Mickey,
right.
how you doing?
So, Clam, what happened? You got scared to get on the plane because of COVID? I don't blame you. Is that the story or what?
Hey, man, it's a bit like what happened in Vancouver. That I just split on Marvelous, and I felt real crappy later. But I'm fighting, man. I'm fighting.
It's all good, Chowder. Well, listen, it's better off that you made a decision. Nah, you're not up for the trip, right? Trust me, I've been there myself, man. I was going to go to the soccer game tomorrow night. It's across the street from me, and I don't know if I can do it, Chowder. And I went to the football game. I went to the football game last night. I had a great time and stuff, but, it catches up to you, man. Going out once a week's all right, these games, man, but games every 2 days. But it's great to have sports back. But we had a good time. We had a good time last night. It was crazy. The band Chilliwack, I don't know if you guys saw on TV, I don't know how much they showed at halftime. I didn't even think, you know what? I only knew Chilliwack. I knew one song. And I didn't know anything about them really. I knew one song. I didn't know what their other songs and stuff, but they were damn good last night. Like I said, that was really. I was very impressed.
Did you meet the Fanatic? She's in the Lions Den. I met him at the Edmonton Grey Cup. She dresses up, paints himself, has a big drum.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that guy. I saw him, but I didn't meet him. No. There was some dude with a drum, Crazy P. They used to have Crazy George. Now it's Crazy P. He was beating on the drum. But no, I didn't. Due to COVID and stuff, they don't like you. You're sort of in your section. You know what I mean? They didn't stop you. Like the Montreal, the NHL game, the Stanley Cup Finals, they locked you in the section. You could not get out. Like they wouldn't let you like, you know what I mean? You couldn't roam. But I didn't leave my section much, so I didn't. I watched the game and I watched the halftime show. Unlike you, Mick, like I'm the opposite of Mick. I didn't do a lot of walking last night, Mick, at the game. I just sat on my ass watching a game and a halftime show all night.
Yeah, Mick is the Canadian ambassador of the CFL Fanatics.
Yeah, Mick. How many minutes of the game do you actually see, Mick, when you're at a game? Do you think 10, 5 minutes, 20, 10, like?
Gabe and Clam, I have every intention. Like, I try not to have a beer till 6 o'clock. So I said to Mikey, Tiger Cats and the boys, I'm not having a beer till quarter time. And I stuck by that. But then a few mates roll up, Johnny Chick, you know him, and everyone. And then, yeah, I do admit I have to watch the replay next day. But I also had to interview Darth Vader, because Clam Chowder wanted me to interview Darth Vader, Optimus Primus. So he got to run his first touchdown. He's got this big helmet on, and he's been running touchdowns for the Eskimos for 11 years. And I said to him, hey, how's the Elks' first touchdown? And he wouldn't have a bar of the name Elks. He kept saying Eskimos. Don't you say that? I said, all right, no worries, buddy. And then I interviewed Griller, this guy. He was funny as anything. They got a couple of great interviews. But, Gabe, I've got to tell you, I need to thank Louis Pasaglia, because it's because of him I interviewed and got to meet Pamela Anderson. So I need to thank Louis Pasaglia in some kind of way. So it was great to see you get a photograph with the legend Louis last night.
Yeah, Louis the legend, Pasaglia. I wish I would have met Pamela Anderson, too, last night, Chowder. That would have been cool, too. Chowder would like to meet Pamela Anderson. All right, hold on, Chowder and Mick. Right, this show's just flying by. We're going to get Mick's picks, and we'll get Clam Chowder's CFL and NFL picks as well. Patriot pick moving forward. Patriot futures, bring it. Late night anger management class. This is SportsRage. Sean McDermott of the Buffalo Bills says Josh will not play, and a number of starters will not play. Some starters will play. It's more individually based at this point. I'd say the large portion of the core guys that have been here for a few years will not play. So it's going to be mostly backups, but as we saw tonight, it was backups, and there were still close games, right? And I do think that Mitch Trubisky is motivated to. Mitch Trubisky's going to be fired up. Even though it's a preseason game, he's going to want to play well, and he's going to want to play well against his former team in the Chicago Bears. All right, let's get Clam Chowder's picks and Mick's picks. But let's start with you, Chowder. So what's your pick, Chowder? You've been killing the CFL this year. Winnipeg and Toronto. Who are you taking? Who's going to win the game?
Argos.
All right, Chowder just does straight up. He doesn't mess with the money lines, with the point spreads. So the Argos are actually plus 148 on the money line. Not bad payday. What's your prediction, Mick? Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the Argos. You like the Bombers again, you were saying?
Yeah, I like the Bombers, but I got to tell you, Clam is absolutely killing it. He actually picked the Stamps too. I know he did that. He did pick the Lions, so we all got that one. I like the Bombers, and I also like the Riders, but probably the Red Blacks might cover that plus 10.
Yeah, 10.5 right now. And Chowder, are you calling the upset in this one? Are you saying Ottawa's going to beat Saskatchewan, Chowder, or who do you like here?
Yeah, man. Ottawa is going to ring the big clock on Parliament.
I tell you what. That parlay together would pay a hell of a lot. The Clam Chowder parlay. Let's see what it is. The Clam Chowder CFL parlay. Both underdogs. And I'll tell you what, it sounds sort of like, oh, that's not going to happen. But it keeps happening. So how many games they played? It was 8, 9. So we're up to 10 games right now. And I think the underdogs are 8-2. Like, and they win the game outright all the time. Like tonight, Calgary were 5-point home underdogs. They win outright. Last night, Edmonton were getting 4, 4.5, 3.5, was bouncing around. They won the game outright. It's constant. It's constant. So let's see. The Clam Chowder part will pay Ottawa and Toronto. Ooh, 11-1. Pretty big odds.
Well,
11-1. Some fat odds there, Mick. The Clam Chowder.
Clam, your game going against those watermelon heads in Saskatchewan. But I tell you what,
Hey,
those Red Blacks, they're the only ones doing any damn work in Ottawa.
Hey, those watermelons are going to get squeezed out and just have a watermelon skin, no juice.
No juice left. Yeah, settle down, Mick. Leave your statements, your subliminal statements out of this. Mick Ossie. All right, so Chowder, before we get you out of here, Chowder, how do you feel about the Patriots this year, Chowder, with all the new players? You fired up? You think they're going to make the playoffs?
Oh, they're not only going to make the playoffs, but they're going to beat the Mafia Bills there.
For the division? So you're saying the Patriots win the division? All right.
Yeah.
Chowder's Clam Chowder staying true to his roots. The New England Patriots win total is over under 9. 9 wins on the season. Shaded to the over at minus 140. What do you think of the Patriots, Mick? You think they win more or less than 9 games?
Oh, Gabe, you be careful of Bill Belichick, Cam Newton. He's not going to run as much. My mate at work is a big Patriots fan, so he tells me all about them. I like your Bills to win it, but there's talk, the stadium. They're now talking with the government about maybe getting the money for the stadium. Mike Florio was talking all about that today, Gabe, so the Bills might be out of there, but it's just money negotiation. You know that, between the owners and the governments. I like the Patriots to improve this year, absolutely, but Bills, yes, Gabe. If they don't have a mental letdown, they can win that division and maybe go to the Super Bowl, and I hope so.
Okay, listen up, guys. We did the CFL, we did the NFL. Let's do some AFL. My Demons are playing the Cats, and it's a very close, tight race there.
All right, Mick, what do you got for us tonight, Mick?
Yeah, Clam is absolutely right. Demons are currently on top and the Cats are second. It's in Geelong. Oh, I'd like Demons to win if it wasn't there, but the Cats are very hard to beat down in Geelong. Be very, very close. I did pick the Cats in the competition I'm in, but I did not bet that game because it could go either way. But, Gabe, this is the last round before the finals, thank God, because it has been a drag this year with no crowds lately in the COVID. But some very, very crucial games tonight and tomorrow in the AFL to decide the top 4 positions and also the top 8 as well. I think the Cats might just get Clam's Demons, but Demons might go all the way in the finals.
What's your prediction, Chowder?
Thanks a lot. Way to go.
What's your prediction, Chowder? You taking the Demons to beat the Cats?
Hey, Demons all the way.
All right. That's a tough one, man. The Cats are 2 points back of the Demons. Demons are 2 points back of the Port Adelaide Power, man. Port Adelaide really climbed the ladder, man. These guys are hot right now.
Something has to give.
And speaking of not hot, Mick, and my West Coast Eagles, they're not even in the top 8 right now, Mick. And Brisbane are minus 44-point favorites.
They are an absolute disgrace. I said a few weeks ago I thought they might make a run. Their coach is the worst coach this year. He did not adjust to the new rules. They got 4 of their best players out this week. Willie Rioli did his hammy, the guy that got caught, so he's not playing as well. And if the Lions win well, they will go in the top 4. And the Doggies, who have been top lot of the year as well with Clam's team, the Doggies might slip out of the top 4. So look for the Lions to win that, and the Eagles have been a disgrace. Just like my team, the Crows. We got no talent. But your team, Gabe, has tons of talent. Huge changes should come next year at the Eagles.
I've never seen the West Coast Eagles
Mick,
getting this many points.
But Mick has the best Crows babes.
You know what? That is a hell of a game, Geelong and Melbourne, though. That's a fun one. If you're up in the overnight hours, it's in a couple of hours still, but that will be a great AFL match. All right, Mick, so before we get you guys out of here, Mick, so we got Brisbane, West Coast, 44 points, 43.5 points. Do you think they cover? I mean, West Coast have been getting smashed a couple of times.
Oh, they're terrible. They're gone, mate. They got like 1% chance of making the finals if a few other teams lose. But Lions, because the doggies lost, the Lions win well and they get that 4th spot. So they will be on fire, and it's at their home ground at the Gabba. So, yeah, they might even cover that 44. Be about that.
All right. What about the rest of the games, Mick? What do you like? So we've got Carlton and Great Western Sydney, St. Kilda, Fremantle, Essendon, Collingwood, Adelaide. Oh, Adelaide North, Melbourne. What a train wreck that is. What do you like, Mick? Carlton, Great Western Sydney, St. Kilda, Fremantle, etc. What do you got for us?
Yeah, I like the Giants to win and cover that, and they will cement their place in the 8. They've been going great lately. I like the Saints to beat the Dockers down there in Hobart, Tasmania, down the very bottom of Australia, because the Dockers, they don't do well after the derby, and they beat your Eagles in the derby. I also like the Bombers to win well against the Magpies, and then the Bombers will make the 8 after starting 2 and 6, so that's fantastic. My second team, the Bombers. And I'm going to go for the Kangaroos to beat the Crows because I'm disgusted in my Crows. And the Roos haven't been playing too bad lately, even though it's in Adelaide. Tough one to pick, but out of principle, because I'm disgusted with my team, I'm going to go for the Kangaroos.
Okay,
Kangaroos.
Listen, Mick, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Clarify to Marvelous Gabriel Morency that you are the number 1 Aboriginal Aussie mate.
Yeah, I said you're not Aboriginal, Mick. I told Clam Chowder he's not Aboriginal. That's what he's talking about.
You're wrong. Tell him that he is wrong. You are the number 1 walkabout, you skin lizards.
Well, Clammy, Aboriginal is the native indigenous. Even though I do go on walkabouts and I do like the Aboriginals, no, I'm not. I don't have any Aboriginal blood in me. But, Gabe, guess what? Your favourite player, an Aboriginal, Eddie Betts, 350 games and retired. Fantastic Aboriginal player,
Legend.
Eddie Betts, your favourite
Legend.
mate.
Eddie Betts. All right.
And we have Cosby.
Clam Chowder, Mick Aussie, stay safe. Take care of yourself, Chowder. Late night anger management class, bring it.